C from Skywalk, the mint, freshly minted. Got two lines here, that's your A and B on the front, 4 little white lines into a thicker line, further back on the wing. There you got your C and D coming together. Very, very thin line on the back. Doesn't have much of a step there, you can see there. You've got that coming around there. So out of the 3 wings that we've looked at, that's probably the most gentle of a shark nose. We'll have to check on the fabric. It doesn't feel like Porsche. I think this is the one that Skywalk likes to use. That comes out of their kite development. Feels kind of slippery and durable. So when you go to 2 liners, you get really simple riser sets. We've got a little split here for the outer A and the tip line, which means that's not accelerated as hard as the front, but it's a very small thing. And then your controls on the back, so you're going to be riding the glider on that, which does mean if you fully accelerate it, it's not exactly the same. If you pull this straight down, you'll have a little bit of a step in this one. So it's not going to get it back to perfect level trim, but it'll be close. The whole idea with these 2 liners is you must get on the back risers and use those while you're flying. I wonder how it's going to fly. Skywalk Mint! Wow! Feels really nice. Skywalk feel. Let's go over this. I think there's a bit of a valley breeze, so might be splitting on this little spine. I won't do anything until we're off the end. Let's get an idea of the trim speed. It's kind of, what have I got? 33 here, 32, 31, 32, 33, 32. Okay, so about 32. Got a half bar. Good feeling. Going to full bar. Just shy of 50, so 49 or so. Absolutely on rails when it's on bar. Just felt absolutely planted and solid. Do a few pitch cycles. Feel what that's like. Somewhere in between the Jordan and the Niviuk in terms of going forward. It's very smooth, perfect in the C class, I would say. It's what I'd expect. Right, I'm just going to have a little bit of reference to the slope so I can get an idea of these turns. Let's just do a little 360 this way. Slight drop in on the corner there, just as I was starting. Let's try it again on this side. Do a climbing turn there. Yeah, a little bit of a drop in the corner just as you initiate it, and then comes into a very steady corner. Smooth, but does, if anything, feels like it just loses a little bit as you initiate the corner. I'm going to try weight shift. I'm going to try and keep it really flat. I get the feeling like I need the outside brake to prevent that little drop in on the corner. Minor point, but that's just for efficiency and really light thermals. That's what I'm feeling. Let's check it on the spin point. So I'm doing a climbing turn and then too much brake. Drops and recovers. no problem with the spinning. Let's get a better climbing turn there. Yeah, very slow. No feeling of the tip slipping at all. It's like the whole wing eventually wants to drop in like there. Okay. So slightly less of that two-liner feeling, of that kind of snappy feeling that I had on the Niviuk. But no worries, it's just a different feeling. It's a different characteristic. All right, let's go for the big ears. Reaching up, doing gentle big ears. Just going gently because I don't want to disturb the glider too much. Going a half bar, which is where I would normally be. And just keeping it steady. Got a little bit of turn that's a little bit hard to counteract because it's not responsive to weight shift now. And let it out. Just hands up. Coming out on its own. Bit of a delay. That feels fine, it feels usable. Right, I'm just going to get some rear riser steering going here just to get a feeling. I'm nicely accelerated at about 3/4, feeling the contact of the wing. Very subtle feeling. Not entirely direct, but that feels good. Feels smooth. Let's get a feeling of that agility in the turns. The weight shifting and turning. Weight shifting and turning. Also fairly calm in the yaw. And might as well just go into a spiral from there, so dropping it in. Round we go. Slightly less energy than the Jin and the Niviuk that I was feeling before. Might have been my spiral entry, but I'm kind of feeling it's a little bit more easy peasy, put it that way. Let's mess around with some quick avoidance turns. Traffic! Turn. You can see it's got quite a, it's quite steady in yaw. It's not wanting to whip around. Right, we've got quite a lot of traffic on approach. So I'm going to try and find a nice little line to follow, to come in like along with everybody else. Let's try the stall point there. Stall. There. Skywalk Mint. I'm here with Gary at the Skywalk tent. Just flown the Skywalk Mint. Gary's going to tell me a little bit more about it.
For sure.
Can you tell me a little bit about the development? Because this is a surprise to me. I didn't even know that Skywalk had a two-liner ENC.
Yeah.
And suddenly I see the gliders lying in the tent. And how long has it taken to produce this? How long have you been working in secret?
In secret, maybe around about nearly 2 years.
Wow.
Strongest phase was the last year.
Yeah.
But I think we started nearly 2 years ago.
Okay, and does this replace the ENC that you had up until now? You had a three-liner ENC?
Yeah, we had the Cayenne and the Spice, so we still have it, but we believe we'll replace the traditional ENC 3 line level wing.
Okay, what was your aim, your pilot group? Is it the same as the Cayenne? Are you looking at the same group, or is it for a higher class?
No, it's also the same, but I have to say this is really invented for the ambitious cross-country pilot who really wants to fly far and fast, and also for the entry level competition pilot.
Yeah. So you're supposed to fly accelerated.
Yeah, yeah.
You must
this
be
is really,
accelerated
yeah,
on the back.
yeah. This is really built for pilots who want to fly on speed bar and want to use the B steering. Otherwise, we still recommend the 3 line level wing like the Chile, the high level B wing.
Have you found any extreme energy going from the 3-liner to the 2-liner in collapses and recovery? Because I didn't have a chance here in the one glide in STUBAI to really push.
Yeah.
Is there more energy? Do pilots have to be careful of the recovery?
To be honestly, I didn't have such an experience in my cross-country flights. For sure, in the homologation flights, you need the folding line. Yeah. So which is kind of different.
But it still has to pass the sea, so there's a limit.
Yeah. It's still ENC wing. Yeah, that's right. So no special flying techniques or something.
The one thing that I felt when I was flying, when I initiated a turn, there was a little bit of a drop in the corner.
Yeah.
Just a slight drop down before turning. Is this something, am I feeling something correct, or is this something in the design?
I mean, this is our ENC wing, which was always our ENC wings. Like, I mean, the Cayenne 6 didn't have it, but the Cayenne 5 had it. We always had a little bit of a sharp handling, I would say. And so this is made for the cross-country pilots, but it still has a nice dynamic handling also. So when you pull the brakes, I think you have to be a kind of sensitive. Otherwise, maybe that was your experience, it will go down, or it will be too sharp in the corner,
in the turn.
maybe. In the turn. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you the fabric on the Mint.
Yeah,
it's like a slightly slippery fabric. It looks a little different. It's not Porsche. Is this something?
No, it's we invented it with Domenico. It's the TX Lite. I think we had it for the first time at the Cayenne 6. The wing is made completely out of this material. So I think it's 36 gram material.
Okay. Advantage?
It's a modern standard material because it's not super light, but for a standard cloth, it's still light.
Yeah.
And it's durable, and we used it on the bottom sail as well as on the top sail. I think it's a good standard material.
Okay, so that rounds up on the Mint. Is it available? It's in production?
Yeah, it will be. Official product release will be at the beginning of April. So it's in production now, and we are prepared.
Brilliant. What else exciting is coming out from Skywalk? What's the new releases that you've got here?
We have the Range X-Lab 3 harness here.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so it's brand new. So will also be available by the end of March.
Okay, I'm going to look at that.
Yeah, you have to. Just can recommend.
And in wings?
In wings, we have the Kumio 2 here.
Yeah.
Which was released in winter. Yeah.
Is the Kumio based on the Chile 5?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. I really love the Chile 5. I think it's a super good high B wing.
Yeah.
Very accessible, very simple.
Yeah.
I really like the design and the riser setup and everything. So I look forward to flying that as well.
You should have a look on the Kumio too.
Okay.
As well.
Fantastic. Okay, well, thanks for the interview. Good luck at the show. And happy flying this year. Let's go.
Yeah, enjoy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Learn everything you need to know about flying 2-liners in my special report. If you're thinking of getting a new wing, find out if you're ready to upgrade in the free guide that matches your hours to wing classes.